Yes, I'm driving in the dark. You can't really see my face, so you're probably gonna leave the video. I don't really care because I have a full-time job. Woo! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term bubblehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I just got off work. It's 8 p.m. I left my home at 6:40 a.m. and I just got off. And the only reason I'm off is because my late night partner left early, so I can't stay by myself. Because people would eat me and attack me if I stayed by myself. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today on this lovely car ride home? Because no, I'm not going to go home and make a YouTube video. So I'm freaking tired. We're going to talk about inflation. Oh my God. We're going to talk about inflation, okay? Now, inflation, very simply, is when the prices of things increase, okay? Now, not everything in the economy inflates. Some things get cheaper over time. Think about TVs. Think about Teslas. I'm just kidding. All sorts of things become cheaper as, you know, we improve and we fine-tune our processes and yada, yada, yada. But overall, inflation is increasing. Mostly due to printing money. You know, those stimmy checks you got? It's probably having a little part of it. A little bit of contributions to that. Very low interest rates. People are borrowing and buying like crazy. High gas prices. All this crap ties into inflation, okay? However, my question to you is, do you really need to worry about inflation? Do you need to sit around and watch all these freaking stupid YouTubers that are freaking out about inflation? Oh my God! Well, let me tell you what. There's two people, all right? One person welcomes inflation. They love it. Other person hates it. Let me tell you the difference between the two, all right? The first person that dreads inflation, that fears it, is somebody that has variable rate loans or they're a lender and they work a menial job. Now, if you have a variable rate loan, the lender can adjust the rate, you know, depending on whatever the terms are. So if inflation increases and interest rates go up, the lender can increase how much they are charging you in interest, okay? If you don't make a lot of money, if you're a low-wage person and you spend a lot of money on transportation, well, yeah, inflation is going to suck, okay? Because it's going to be harder and harder for you to afford the necessities of life. If you have a lot of money in your savings account, you're not an investor, you don't buy Tesla, you don't buy Stoinks, yeah, inflation's really going to hurt you, all right? You should fear inflation if you're that kind of person. However, if you're the other person, first of all, highly skilled, right, has a skill set, you have fixed rate debt, you have the vast majority of your money in stocks, in tax advantage accounts, and yeah, you don't have to worry about inflation that much, okay? Now, why is that? Well, number one, if you have a really good skill set, which I harp on all the time, you need a freaking skill set. You're not just going to make all your money buying stocks. I know these idiots on YouTube tell you, oh, you're just going to buy Tesla, bro, because Tesla went up, and that means Tesla's going to keep going up. It's common sense, bro. No, that's not how it works, okay? If you really want to build wealth over time, you're not going to do it by buying some stupid cryptocurrency or by buying a bunch of individual stocks that are massively unprofitable and diluting the crap out of the shareholders. You're going to get wealthy by living below your means, by increasing your income with a skill set and maxing your tax advantage accounts. And you can do that easier and easier if you get a higher skill set. That's why I'm working in public accounting. That's why I'm leaving work at 8 p.m. Because you know how much crap I'm learning doing taxes? Eventually, I'll get to the point where I can start my own business and charge a boatload of money per hour. And when that happens, I can save even more than I already am as a W-2 employee, okay? So you need a freaking skill set. Now, if you have a skill set, and there's inflation and it's needed, you can raise your prices. You're immune to inflation. The cost of everything goes up. Well, I guess I'll just raise my freaking prices. And people have no choice but to pay you. All right, you don't have to worry about it. Next, if you have a fixed rate mortgage. Now, I would say probably the vast majority of people, I mean, I don't know the statistics, but they probably have a fixed rate mortgage. For example, I bought my home when did I buy my home? I forgot. Maybe I think it was like, I would have to say June 2020, right when the lockdowns were happening. I remember wearing a mask during my inspection, all right, going through the house. I was able to finance my home for 30 years at a 2.89% interest rate. Now, idiot Dave idiot clown Dave my video probably just got demonetized. Dave would tell you that you should pay off that loan as fast as possible. I entirely disagree. Now, inflation is what, 8% now, 8.5%? My interest rate's 2.89%. I'm making a freaking killing off the bank, okay? My mortgage payment stays the same every freaking year. Every year, it never goes up. Now, the property taxes and insurance may change, but your actual payment will not change, okay? That's the beauty of a fixed rate mortgage. It actually is working out in a lot of people's favor who are able to refinance or secure their homes with low interest rate debt. So yeah, I'm freaking making a fortune, and I am not paying my home off at all. And I am glad I have fixed rate debt. Same with my car. I had to buy a new freaking car. I got a 2.59% interest rate. I'm not paying that off fast at all. I'm going to spread it out because over time, as the value of the dollar erodes, I'm paying off that car in devalued dollars. Basically, it's almost like the lender is, in a way, paying me to borrow the money. Not that debt, you shouldn't just go into debt just to go into debt, but if you have fixed rate debt for a car and it's really low interest, or a home, very low interest, just freaking pay it off slow with inflation, okay? So yeah, inflation's great for me. Number one, I'm highly skilled, or I'm getting there. I know everybody else is highly skilled. You know, everybody else is a freaking entrepreneur, even though they didn't graduate high school. And I have a bunch of fixed rate debt, like normal people. And on top of that, I have the vast majority of my portfolio, vast majority of my portfolio in stocks. Now, there's all these debates about, oh, well, does inflation hurt stocks? Does it help stocks? Maybe it hurts some and helps others. Probably is better for value stocks and worse for growth stocks. But at the end of the day, I own a bunch of companies that people willingly shop at, that people will pay more money for, okay? For example, let's say, well, obviously Walmart's in my portfolio. Everybody needs the essentials of life. So even if Walmart raises prices because of inflation, well, people have to buy it. And as the owner of that company through my index funds, wow, I'm actually making more profits. You know, maybe not on a real basis, but you're still making profits. You're still making money, if that kind of makes sense. So really, businesses and inflation, if you own a bunch of businesses, you're almost inflation proof. Now, you may have short-term volatility, but I mean, at the end of the day, businesses raise prices and, you know, you reap the rewards as the owner. So yeah, I don't give a crap about inflation. It sucks that my freaking gas is expensive. Got a new car. It's Chrysler Pacifica. That sucks to fill up. Oh my God. But at the end of the day, if I think about it, it's like, well, would I rather pay $4 a gallon and have really high inflation with this massive fixed rate mortgage that I have, or would I rather pay $2.50 a gallon and inflation is 2%?